Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here live to the Chiller North Rink in Lewis Center, Ohio. My name is Sean Bretherick, here alongside with Rusty McGibbon. Rusty will take you through all the play-by-play action this evening in a clinching scenario. Winner-take-all situation. UNH, winner tie. They get in to the semifinals. Toledo win, and they get in. So, Rusty, big one for you here, and it should be a lot of fun.
Well,
let's see how we do.
In our last game, we talked a lot about tie-breaking scenarios, and all of those have gone out with a wash, as now it comes down to a winner-take-all scenario, as we have Toledo and UNH for all the marbles here. Face-off is going to be underway for New Hampshire in his homes, and it's won by Toledo. They quickly get it out of their zone, and skating back for it is number 7, Hughes. Hughes working along the far wall with a centering pass, and now up the far boards and into the Toledo zone. Played off the stick there of Zach Felser as he clears his zone, and shot back in by UNH. UNH shooting it up through the center ice zone, and they're going to be content driving the puck in deep with 30 seconds gone. Skating behind his net is Geckler. Now skating across the blue line, number 26, Reitenauer. And it appears there's going to be a hooking penalty with 40 seconds expired in this first period. And skating to the box is Mike Geckler.
UNH going to get their first power play attempt here, Rasty. Let's take a look at some numbers. Coming into this tournament, Rasty, out of the 16 teams, all the power play goals scored by UNH, they were only good enough for next to last, 15th. Their power play percentage, same thing, 15th.
Face off there, tied up in the feet.
Now, one thing interesting to take note of while they're playing the puck on the far end. Toledo, penalty kill, dead last in the entire tournament.
Shooting the puck down there in the backhand is Owens for Toledo. And outworking this is the battle of the Brendans in goal. At one end, Brendan Sullivan. At the other end, Brendan Duff.
Sullivan, a sophomore out of Dartmouth, Massachusetts.
And that's going to be iced by University of New Hampshire. The easiest way to kill a penalty is let the other team ice it and have the face-off 150 feet from your goaltender.
Long gone are the days of the goaltenders of old, of Neil Scancerella and Dylan Palmer. Palmer's still with the team. He's the coach now behind the bench with Scott Bahan and Steve McIsaac, though. He, I believe, just graduated last year. Palmer did, and Sullivan has been with the team for a few years as well. Now it's his gig.
Face-off coming in the Wildcat zone, and won cleanly by Toledo. Skating in behind the Toledo forwards there was a Wildcat number 41, Reardon. Now clearing the puck is Toledo, and out to play it is Brendan Sullivan, the goaltender for UNH. Skating up with a head of speed is Lambert. Lambert with the blue line, and he's going to pull it up and have a look as his team groups in the Toledo zone. Centering pass in on goal in the butterfly, and making that save is Duff.
Well,
now back at the point. Lambert working on the near boards. Shot in, pile up in front, and in down on his back, and losing sight of it of the referees, and they're going to blow it down with 36 seconds left in this power play.
Well, Brendan Duff is a fantastic goalkeeper. He really kept his teams in the game so far in this tournament. Rusty, I will have to tell you, he is from West Barnstable, Massachusetts, so I believe it is pronounced Lambert.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know, sir. Trust me on this one. You want to make sure that they're pronounced correctly in this situation, because people will start to...
17:57 left to go in the first period. Face-off coming to the glove side of the goaltender, Duff. And behind the net with it now is UNH, and a nice centering opportunity. And out to the blue line. With it is Holmes. He has it stripped.
How did that not hit the ceiling?
Backhanding it all the way down is Toledo.
That takes skill to not hit the ceiling here. It's very low.
Coming down the far side is Holmes. He gains the zone. Centering pass. Missed there by Scanarella, and it squirts out into the neutral ice area. Playing it back in deep.
And a power play going, just coming to an end. Scantarella just took a puck, just poked at it, and it just wouldn't go. Here's a chance, though.
Now skating out is Felser. Felser with him has Pisanti. Oh, and in, and what a save there. Skating back on Sullivan as he gets a leg pad on it and knocks the goal off.
Sullivan made a nice job there, but that pass, I would have to think coming in there from Pisanti, just a little bit too late for me. I believe that it should have came a little bit sooner. Sullivan went down, and then Pisanti just couldn't lift the puck.
Holmes in facing off against Kobach, and one cleanly by Toledo. Back to the point and loading up a wrist shot there was Rapp. Instead, he plays it around the boards and into the far corner. Into neutral ice and picking it up is Felser as he works it back to his defenseman. Pass across from the far side is Rapp. Procaccini working out, and it's going to go down for icing into the far corner as UNH is going to send some fresh bodies out. Maybe not. Face-off coming in.
I believe that they just recently made a change, so I'll keep that going.
Face-off won by UNH out to the point. Nice shot tied up there by Pisanti. And winning the battle in the corner is Thompson from UNH. Cycling the puck to Murphy. Now to Farrow at the point, and he drives it deep in the far corner. Behind the net working is Reardon as they try to center, but picked up there by Owens from Toledo, and he's able to get the puck out. Now in the center ice area, Felser, and he is going to look for a change and dump that puck down slowly. In forechecking very hard is Owens. And now UNH skates out with it. Out into the neutral zone, but a turnover, and picking it up is Pennell.
Yep.
Working down the near boards is Pisanti. And they get the puck in deep with some puck support along the near boards. Picking it up is Reardon. He is going to dump it in on Duff. And Duff decides to hold on with 4 minutes and 22 seconds gone in this opening period. Face-off going to come to that large glove side of Brendan Duff, the Surrey, British Columbia native, in goal for Toledo, and played off one of the I-beams in the ceiling, and we will do it again. Same time, same place.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
One cleanly there by Toledo. Reversing the puck is Geckler. On the far side, he has Estrell.
That hit the cooling set.
Running down the center of the ice is a massive pipeline delivering air conditioning, and the puck ricocheting off that. Face-off tied up there, and off the face-off came a shot by Brendan Jacobs from UNH, and now played out to the center ice area. Skating in is Hughes, and he drives a puck in there on the goaltender Sullivan, who way out on the white ice on his knees in that butterfly position absorbs that shot very handedly, and we are going to have wholesale changes both ways. Estrell is going to face off with Holmes. Tied up there by both centermen, and a shot coming very quickly from Marson. Now behind the neck, Marson working up the far boards. He has support from Estrell. Skating out with it now is Mullen. Mullen gains the blue line. Going behind the net is Mullen, still with the puck. He's looking to shoot, and shoots right in the slot. The puck just stands there, and able to get it out is Toledo. Now picking up the puck in his zone is Lambert. Lambert goes D to D. His defensive pairing is Hughes, and off a shin guard and back down in the UNH zone, and finally out. Holmes shooting and off one of the Toledo sticks. up into the Canadian flag at center ice, which will give us a face-off at center ice. 5 minutes and 29 seconds gone in this contest. End-to-end hockey, it is 0-0. Toledo and University of New Hampshire for all the marbles in this Pool A action. And streaking Pasanti went down and unable to connect. Shot in from the far side. Going down was Duff and played it off the shoulder into the near corner.
A lot of room here. Oh.
Backhander just missing the top crossbar was Reitenauer.
I believe it's Rittenauer, but regardless of the fact, he just had a whole bunch of room on the near side, and Toledo just kind of gave it to him there.
Dumping the puck in down deep and forechecking hard is Felser. Felser tied up behind the net, and on the far boards, they have Antonelli. Antonelli trying to center. He gets it to Felser. Shoot!
Nice.
And flashing the leather there was Brendan Sullivan, keeping this one 0-0.
And that's the kind of saves that you need there from your goaltender, Sullivan, a youngster that's going to be around for a little while. Some mixtures of seniors, juniors, and whatnot, but here you go. Sullivan with the first big save of the night for him.
Antonelli in winning the face-off cleanly. Back to the point. Shot by Felser wide. And picking it up and skating out is number 38, whose name is not on our roster. And also not on the back of his sweater.
Nope.
Puck played down. Still in the center ice area. Now University of New Hampshire, they're going to stretch it out. Coming in, Royers, he snaps it in into the glove of the goaltender, Duff, who is in good position to make a save on the streaking winger from University of New Hampshire. And with that,
if you see a number 17, let me know. But if not, I believe that's Devin Sprague is number 38 right now. So I believe we had a similar issue.
Toledo.
Yep.
They're gaining the center ice and turned over there. Pitchfork back in deep is Patrick Hughes. Picking it up along the near boards is Scanarella as he's going to try to center. Holmes working on the far boards by himself, and he plays it in deep to Scanarella. Scanarella working out of the corner and working it back to his point man, who is Lambert. Comes all the way around to the near boards and working behind again is Scanarella. Holmes shooting into the chest of Duff. And another stoppage of play with 12:15. Both sides changing 5 men apiece.
Scanarella did a nice job there cycling the puck around. Being able to find Holmes in an open area again. Toledo's been giving him a lot of opportunities down low.
University of New Hampshire doing an excellent job of winning those board battles in their offensive zone. Skating in very hard was Pasanti. Played off the leg pad. Now a long rising shot in from the point was Prosecchini, and it was played off of the blocker of Sullivan up into the netting behind him. Sullivan a full right catch, which means he wears his blocker on the left hand, and playing that off of that left-handed blocker up into the netting with a stoppage of play and face-off coming to his glove side. Off the glass and out, and regrouping in the neutral zone is Toledo. They're going to come down the far side, gain the red line, and dump it down off the stick of Rapp.
That's their leading goal scorer.
Now picked up by Reardon. Reardon to Murphy. They have the blue line. Centering pass by Murphy. Unable to pick it up was Reardon. And now skating out is a name you've heard a lot, Felser. He is tied up and trying to regain the puck right in front of us is Felser. And it's going to be Prosecchini that sends it down. Centering attempt is disrupted by UNH, and they are going to skate out with it. Geckler shooting it all the way back down, and bodies flying along the far wall. Stick handling in is Rapp. Puck is lying there in the slot and pitchforked out by Royer. Now back in by Owens from Toledo. Some new UNH bodies piling over the boards, and they are going to skate up 5 aside.
Perfect timing for this one. That's Cameron Carbone, number 10 on the roster, but number 38 right now.
Excellent detective work by Sean Bretherick.
Oh, it's just written right here.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Tricky. Oh, and they call icing on that.
That's like the write-in ballot.
Yes. One other thing I should also mention, I think number 24, Toledo, I'm just going to use my my ability with the New Jersey side of me here.
Please.
I believe it's Procaccini.
Procaccini.
I want to go with that.
Okay.
Or Procaccini.
I'll go with that.
Procaccini. It's Procaccini. I remember saying that name the other day.
Procaccini, okay.
Yes, sir. It's definitely at the end, it's definitely Cini, for sure. CCINI, always Cini. Always.
Excellent Cini. 10:15 left to go in this first period. Picked up by Toledo. They're going to pitch it out and down. Icing has been waved off, and skating back is Maffeo. Maffeo regrouping behind the net with his defensive partner, Mealy. And Mealy tries to play it off the glass and out, but due to the low glass on the far side, it's up into the netting, and they're having a stoppage of play at a media timeout.
This is the only time in this. This is the only time in the entire tournament, I promise you, where the media timeout is going to be taken exactly at 10 minutes. We'll take it right now.
2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, the official merchandise sponsor of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape of the ACHA. And by the Three-Legged Mare, located right in the heart of downtown Columbus.
Point. So it's still a scoreless game here, Rasty. It's in a very interesting situation. Again, it's really a win or take all thing, but Toledo's got to score in this game because if this game just goes all the way, goes the distance without a goal, plain and simple, UNH wins just via a tie.
Correct. UNH.
You're a little bit low there, bud. There we go.
UNH would win via a tie. I have not seen any 0-0 games in this tournament thus far, so
no.
that would be something there. In the first 10 minutes, only one special teams opportunity. Both coaches taking the opportunity on the media timeout to get their guys ready for the second half of the first period. Hughes for Toledo and Holmes as it's behind the net of UNH. Skating out with it is Mullen. To center ice is Holmes. Holmes looking and waiting, and he plays it in off the leg pad of Duff. Coming around the near boards and dumping it in deep there was UNH. Now sent down. Icing has been waved off due to a tip. And forechecking very hard is Toledo, making UNH throw the puck around the boards, but there was Mullen. He works across to Scansarella. And that puck is going to get out. Now coming down, number 4, Marson, as he struggles to gain control.
Oh, he wants that one back. Marson had a clean break almost, about a half one. And it just was not meant to be there, Rasty.
Facing off is Rapp. Rapp against Murphy. Puck dropping one cleanly by Rapp and sent all the way down was Tefelsky. Now working along the near boards, there are 3 Wildcats. There are 2 Rockets. And it is going to squeak back out into neutral ice. Gaining control is Toledo. Toledo working D to D. The pairing of Tefelsky and Pennell. Played with a high stick. And so Toledo rolls on, but picked up there is Thompson. Thompson skates out. He flips it around the defenseman. He's going to have the puck in the far corner. and endures a body check. This is thrown down by Toledo. Icing is waved off. UNH needing to change up some men, so they throw it down, and Toledo going D to D and skating out. They have the red line, and now thrown in from the blue line was Felser. Skating back was Farrow, and that is going to roll right in on goal on Brendan Duff, and he cunningly puts that large catching mitt over it and is going to look for a face-off in his zone with 8:10 left to go in the first period. End-to-end action if you're joining us. This is the conclusion of Pool A. Toledo and University of New Hampshire. Into the near corner is Sprague. Playing it down, it's going to go for icing.
Never had the legs.
Did not cross the goal line. Now on the near side is Royer, and he is going to play it up to Carbone.
That shot by Carbone, it deflected, actually nearly missed the outer post on the corner.
And Toledo
Yep.
trying to get the puck out from a standstill behind their goal, and playing it in was a UNH player off his shin guards, which will be offsides. Face-off coming right in front of the Toledo bench. Scansarella on the far boards works with a nice centering pass, but nobody there. Working on this board side, near boards is Holmes. And it is going to go for icing as Pisante won that battle along the boards and was able to send the puck all the way down. With 7:10 left to go, we are going to do it again. And a lot of action coming in that face-off circle to the glove side of Brendan Duff.
Duff has been, once again, as I mentioned before, a very important key to this team, but keeping them scoreless is all fine and dandy, but the problem is the team has got to score on the other end.
Throwing it down on goal and skating in is Pisante. And Sullivan puts that large catching glove over top of it, and he is going to have a face-off in his zone. Antonelli. Holmes. Won by Holmes into the corner. Forechecking in for Toledo is Owens. Along the far boards is Scansarella. And played off this near glass. Trying to get the puck in, and getting it in about 3 feet is Mullen. Pitchforked all the way down now, and skating back is Tefelski. He's got the puck. Turned over there. Tefelski struggling to maintain control. Penalty coming. Going to be on University of New Hampshire. Skating for the bench hard is Duff. Sixth skater trying to come out by heavy pressure from UNH as they regroup in their own zone, waiting for the sixth attacker. Played up along the far boards as he starts to skate out, and a pass to no one, but it is going to be picked up by Antonelli. And UNH picking it up there was number 7, which will draw the whistle. That was Patrick Hughes. Going off is going to be number 4, Danny Mullen, as he's going to get the 2-minute minor for hooking at 13:49.
New Hampshire penalty was called number 4. Danny Mullen. 2 minutes for hooking.
Back at the point is Felser. Felser working along the near boards to Rapp. Felser and Rapp working it, but shot down by New Hampshire, and out of his net to cut off that wraparound is Brendan Duff. D to D, and on the far side is Pinnell. Pinnell gets it up to Rapp. Rapp gains his zone. He is intercepted. Rapp shot and scores! On the power play, number 20, Ian Rapp with a rip from the face-off circle, and it's 1-0.
Well, you like numbers, Ian Rapp. Okay, Rapp, 37 goals regular season, 15 of them. But it's a staggering number more than anybody else on the power play. He led the team in that. So Rapp knows a thing or two about scoring in special teams. And sure enough, 1-0 Toledo.
It has taken almost 15 minutes for anyone to score in this contest. And Toledo says, don't worry, we will take care of that, and did it with the man advantage.
Toledo, power play goal, scored by number 20, Ian Rapp. Assisted by number 24, Angelo Procaccini, and number 27, Zach Felser.
Sent all the way down in behind the New Hampshire zone. Toledo once again tied up on the near boards. Working is Reardon. And it's going to be fired in by Zepke. Lambert behind his own net. His defense pairing is Hughes. Reardon. And now picked up. A scramble in the center ice. And finally, Zepke is just going to shoot it all the way down. Bodies down in front. Thompson able to get over the boards on his own power. Snapshot in from the face-off circle, but intercepted by a body. Now is Farrow as he snaps it in from the face-off circle, the high face-off circle. But out on the white ice is Brendan Duff to keep this a 1-0 contest. Cross ice pass there, picked up by Felser, skating in his Rapp. Rapp dangles and shot off the leg pad of Sullivan. Now back at the point, working is Pisante. And it is going to go into the UNH bench. And they will face off inside the UNH zone. 5 fresh skaters for Toledo. The centerman Antonelli in to face off once again against Holmes. Working along the far boards there is Antonelli. Played off of the blocker of Sullivan, and he keeps it out. Still on that far boards is Pisante working hard. There are 3 white sweaters around him, and that's going to go offsides. Dumping the puck back in there offsides is Kobach. And that's probably going to be called intentional offsides, and it's going to go all the way down about 20 feet from the goaltender, Brendan Duff. 3:48 left to go in this first period. I'm Rusty McGibbon. Sean Bretherick, my partner for this broadcast. The conclusion of Pool A will be tonight. Snapshot there by number 46, which we suspect is Devin Sprague.
Yes, it is. That says for Shea, but it's not. It is Devin Sprague. We had that issue with UNH at the regional tournament as well.
Face-off coming to the blocker side of Duff. Won by UNH. Back to the point. Shot off of the shin pads of Estrel. Estrel now centering the puck, and it's going to squirt out. Maffeo getting it on the near boards and happily dumping the puck back in. Now a high shot that's going to go all the way down. Picking it up is Marson, and Marson plays it in on goal off the blocker there of Sullivan. Into inaction in this game. Bodies dumped behind the net. In on that scrum is Mealy. Happy to shoot it back down from Toledo is Procaccini. Still in center ice, dumping the puck down and looking for a quick change is Sprague. Now skating out very tentatively is Toledo. Now with it is Pisante. He works with Felser. Felser in the near corner, being tied up and ridden into the boards there by Lambert. And now out comes Reardon. He is the lone man and ridden off the puck. Rapp in the far side, and he's going to get it across to Felser. Felser drop pass, but nobody there. Now picking it up is Lambert. Lambert coming back the other way, but stripped by Rapp, and coming in is Murphy. Murphy in, bodies flying. Puck eventually picked up by Passante, and it's going to come down to Rapp. Rapp from the near point, and he's going to step inside and shoot off of the glove there of Sullivan.
What a save.
Sullivan glove coming out of nowhere to keep this 1-0. Hughes tried to come in with a little bit of support from Murphy, but stick checked away. Now working behind his own goal is Geckler, and under pressure, it is shot into his own Toledo bench. 1:41 left to go in the first period. 1-0 Toledo on a special teams opportunity. And it has been a pretty clean game thus far. Winner take all in Pool A tonight.
We'll see how long that lasts. You see with Toledo up now, the advantage now goes to them for right now.
Shot in, and another shot, tied up in a bunch of feet there and squirting to the far corner. UNH controlling, and the man brought down. It is going to be bumped out, and it will clear the zone. Now skating back in is Rittenauer. Rittenauer gains the line. Scansarella dancing around. One body, two bodies, and from the knees, trying to get that puck out very hard is Owens. And it is going to play out. UNH looking for a penalty. Rittenauer on the near boards. He carries it in. And it is flipped out into the netting, and a souvenir here right down in front of us. Down along the near boards is Antonelli, and he is slow to get up. Looking at the referee, and he will go by and speak to the referee. Telling him to play on is his teammate Passante. Antonelli in for the face-off with Carbone. Won by Toledo. Penalty coming. It's going to be against UNH as they play it up. In skating there is Marson as he is dropped. Controlling it is Lambert. It's going to be a boarding call at 19:17. Skating off is Royer for University of New Hampshire. So they're going to get about 42 seconds of power play opportunity to close out the first period. And barring an additional goal by Toledo, they will start with about 1:17 of power play opportunity in that second period.
At 19:18.
Bodies down, working in this near corner is Rapp. He's tied up, picked up by Holmes. Rapp now back with the puck, and it's going to go out and all the way down. Forced to play the puck is Duff, and that paddle down, he snaps it all the way out to center ice. Gets a skating Felser as he crosses the blue line. Felser realizing there's not much time left. He has Rapp working with him in the corner. Out to the point and shot in very quickly. There was Procaccini. UNH slapping it off the wall, and it's going to go down to probably burn up the rest of this period. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the horn. That concludes the end of period 1. If you're joining us very late, 1-0 in favor of Toledo on a special teams opportunity.
They had 14 for New Hampshire. They had 11.
Shots are 14-11 in favor of Toledo. Royer out speaking with the officials in front of the scorekeeper's box. And a pretty even first period. Shots 14-11. This is Pool A action. Earlier, was Northern Arizona.
With head coach Bob Feltzer, 1-0 after the first period of play, sir, and a winner-take-all situation here. What was the preparation going into this one?
Just stay on our game plan like we've been all tournament, and just work hard and just run what we're doing.
Ian Rapp with the score back on the power play again. He's done that numerous amounts of times. I think I counted 15 times out of his 38 that he scored in the regular season. How big has he been during this tournament as well as far as a veteran leader?
So he's important, and guys that is on his line.
Moving forward, going into the second period with the 1-0 lead as well as a power play, what's the message to the boys?
Got 2 periods to win.
Short and sweet. I like it. Bob Feltzer, thank you for your time. Rasty, back up to you.
Thank you, Sean Bretherick, for that information from Bob Feltzer. Conclude period 1. 13:46 left in this intermission. 1-0 Toledo over the University of New Hampshire. They are going to start on a 1-18 power play opportunity at the beginning. For Sean Bretherick, I'm Rasty McGibbon. We will pick you up at the conclusion of this intermission for the start of period 2.
All right, here we go. Back here for the start of the second period of action. Rusty McGibbon, once again, take it away, sir.
1-0 with 1:16 in the power play opportunity for Toledo. Second period means long change for both teams. Tied up there along the far wall and played to the near point is Rapp. Rapp snaps it in on the goaltender Sullivan. And down in that butterfly makes an easy save from about 30 feet. In to take the face off is Rapp. Tied up in the skates. Rapp has help from Kobach. Rapp and Kobach working along this near wall. Now back to Rapp. He has Procaccini on the blue line. Tied up down there in the corner. Now back to the point is Felser. Felser and directed in on the goaltender Sullivan and somehow squirting to the far boards. Rapp is able to kick that one and keep it in, but skating out with it now is Holmes. Holmes, the lone man on a mission, forechecking hard. Now picking it up is Rapp. Rapp has the center neutral zone. Felser working at the far point as he is under a lot of pressure from Holmes. Skating out. Drop pass for Holmes, and he's going to be happy snapping it in on the goaltender Duff, who plays it down. Pinnell. Little confusion there on the breakout, and still with it is Rapp on this near boards, but his pocket is picked.
Nice pass
by Reitner. Reitner then shoots it down. I got the message about the pronunciation of Reitner. And a shot off the leg pad of Duff.
You know, that's pretty good because all the years that he's played against William Patterson, Reitner is a sophomore, and he's from Kinnelon, New Jersey. You know, all the times that we've come over to Willie P, we haven't actually heard that was what it was. That's pretty impressive. But anyway, yes, continue, sir.
Estrel is going to shoot it all the way down, and that's going to go for icing. The man advantage to Toledo has expired. And coming out without a scratch is UNH, as they are still in a hole, 0-1, but a lot of hockey left in this Pool A, I guess you could almost say a Pool A championship. In to take the face-off is Carbone. And Jacobs from Toledo. Tied up in the skates and coming out with it is Estrel. Estrel plays it cross ice to Felser, who stabs it down in behind the goal. In working hard is Estrel. And trying to center there. Skating back is Campbell. Campbell drops the puck and into the chest of Brendan Duff.
And if you're UNH here, Rasty, it's the situation of, what is it going to take to get one past Duff here? And then worry about the third period, which so far in this tournament, it has not gone well so far for the Wildcats.
Well, I think I would stand by what I've said previously, in that you're either need a stick or a body in front of the goaltenders at this level, regardless of what jersey they're wearing. Mealy from the near boards, and it's going to go off a leg pad and out. Picking it up there is Maffeo, and he sends it in deep, regrouping in his own corner and shooting it all the way out to center ice, past the stick of Maffeo. Icing is going to be waved off.
Oh, it's not.
Oh.
Miscommunication there, perhaps?
Well, icing should have been called off because it jumped right over the stick of the UNH player, which should negate icing as he had the opportunity to play it. But they are going to go against my ruling and call icing.
Well, they're the ones that's certified to be doing what they're doing down there. So
facing off is Holmes. And again from Toledo is Hughes. Along the near boards, Lambert. Lambert snaps it in and through a set of legs, not onto the leg pads of Duff. Working very hard along that far wall, cycling the puck is UNH as they come behind the net.
Nice takeaway.
Holmes with the puck here at the near port, and he shoots it right through the blue ice and does not have to be touched by Duff. Now skating up, Crandall, a name that we have not heard yet, and the puck is going to roll in on the goaltender Sullivan, and we have a stoppage at 16:37.
Now, it would benefit a lot for the area around here because Toledo is the closest team, I believe, geographically to Columbus. Not saying that that's close, that they're really actually close, but not as close as, let's say, University of Ohio was last year.
Well, I mean, considering they're commuting for the tournament, it's got to be close.
Yes.
I'm actually joking. They're not commuting.
Oh, they're not?
No, I'm joking.
No, I thought they could.
Brendan Sullivan there in that butterfly, making the stop. Face-off is going to come to his right, which is his glove side. In is Antonelli.
Oh.
And right in, it scores!
No, they wave it off. Bat it in.
Over pleading his case is Owens and Antonelli. They're going to say that puck is going to come outside of the zone.
Bat it in. Bat it in with his hand.
And Coach Felser down at ice level wanting an explanation.
Can't do that.
Antonelli talking to the other official.
Now, again, it was incidental, but nonetheless, it was still batted in with a hand. There was no intention.
He's giving the signal to Felser that it was a forward advancement of the puck by the hand. And play is back underway.
Bob Felser up front right now on the bench.
Skating A's Reitner, and he is going to be called offsides. And UNH dodging a bullet if you are a Wildcat fan. Facing off will be Murphy and Antonelli just outside the Toledo zone. One cleanly by Antonelli, D to D and up the far boards there. Skating is Pasanti as they are able to shoot the puck down. Face-off is going to come just outside of the UNH blue line. 15:59, second period, 1-0 Toledo. An attempt to keep it out and shot in. Murphy, bodies colliding in center ice. Murphy ridden off the puck and on to the stick of Rapp. That's Ryan Rapp. In and shot almost off the leg pad there of Sullivan. Now wheeling out with it is number 26 Reitner, pardon me. And into the glove there of Duff.
Wow. That was a bit late there on Devin Sprague. Not letting it go. They've let a lot of that go, so it is consistent with that. So
all 5 players on both sides will be changing. Face-off is going to come inside the Toledo zone. In for that face-off is Carbone. Carbone and Ian Rapp. Shot in on Duff. Shoots and scores!
Campbell.
Alex Campbell, 5-hole on Duff, and it is 1-1. Just minutes after a Toledo second goal was waved off. UNH has answered the call. It is now 1-1.
Huge goal for UNH.
And that line of Campbell, Carbone, and Royer stays out. Lots of action in this neutral ice area. Now skating up with Royer as he gains the blue line. 2 blue jerseys there into the slot. Shooting as Campbell shoots and scores!
Oh.
Campbell back-to-back goals has put UNH up 2-1.
Well, I've never never seen anything like that before. Absolutely amazing. It's the same player scoring 2 goals in the matter of, I'd have to say, a minute. Alex Campbell, he's a junior from Franklin, Massachusetts. Rusty,
2 goals on 1 shift.
this guy has scored in 20 games for the Wildcats. He scored 3 goals all season.
And he just scored 2 goals on 1 shift. And everybody on that UNH bench is standing.
And that wasn't a gimme shot. He pretty much went bar down on that. Oh my.
Played off the blocker there into the corner. And it's going to go all the way down for icing. Skating back is Lambert.
Number 23, Alex Campbell. Assistant number 13, Evan Royer. And number 43, Nick Miley. New Hampshire first goal, scored by Campbell. Assisted by Royer and Miley.
In to take the face-off is Holmes in the Toledo zone. Face-off won by Holmes. Back to Scancerella, but played off his butt there with a great second effort is Astral.
And number 38, Cameron Carbone.
Astral's going to come on the near side, but picked off by Lambert and back into the Toledo. Flipped up high. Hand pass is going to be called on Hughes. And they're going to face this off again. Once again, 2 goals for Campbell. And we will work on getting that score updated for you there. Face-off is going to be Murphy and Hughes in the Toledo zone after that hand pass. And won by Toledo. Along the far boards, fighting for it. And going to be offsides is Toledo back onside now as they play it to this near wall. Sprague. Reitner tries a shot in, but off the leg pads of Zepke. Now backhanded down, and off the leg pads is going to go all the way down and going to be called icing against Toledo. UNH will be able to change their 5. Toledo stuck with the 5 they have out there.
This could get potentially rough for Toledo here.
Carbone. Hughes. Won by Toledo and just trying to get the throw the puck out of his zone.
Oh, he closed his hand on it.
I think you can throw it when you're in a zone. The problem is he crossed the blue line.
Puck stays in the zone. There's not going to be a penalty on that. So.
No. Antonelli. Carbone. Face-off coming. 1 to Toledo. Played back to the defenseman at a high dump out to center ice, where it is picked up by UNH.
Offside, sir.
Sticks being broken and a late shot in there on the goaltender Duff. Taking exception was Zepke, who acted out his frustration by a slash to the back of the legs. No call. 2-1 University of New Hampshire. The hero thus far, an unlikely Alex Campbell. And I say unlikely because he scored 3 goals all season.
Yeah, all regular season anyway.
And pumped 2 in about 30 seconds on the same shift.
Now we're going to get a penalty here. Going into the box, Rasty, it's going to be Michael Pasanti.
Face-off is going to come in the Toledo zone. Holmes wins it. He's going to play back to Scancerella at the point as they work along and cycle on this near board. Scancerella now at the point as he winds it up. Wrist shot through and played off by the captain Ryan Rapp, he's going to throw it the length of the ice, and regrouping in their own zone is UNH. I'm assuming the brother Ian, the alternate captain, in forechecking very hard. He is the lone goal scorer for Toledo. And played in behind the net and flubbing on that one is Pennell. They go point to point. Scansarella in working, trying to get back over to his corner at the point here. Along the near boards, he has Mullen to work with. And Holmes twisting, turning on his knees, back up. Now in the corner with it is Holmes. And Holmes with a quick shot there. And now back out to Scansarella. He's going to go point to point. He's working with Hughes.
Loose puck still.
Puck is loose. Scansarella over, not Scansarella, but that was Sprague in that far corner, but it's going to come all the way down, having to skate out to play it as Sullivan. And Hughes skates back. He gains the blue line, now the red line, now the far blue line. He's in with a head of steam, and he's going to go behind the net. Right in the shot with their stick up is Mullins. Mullins looking for it. Now Holmes winds it up. But a checking Rapp prevents that shot. Murphy there, stick checked. As he comes into the corner, Hughes at the point. He wants to shoot. Murphy now, and a jam play by Scansarella, and paddle down to meet that was Duff. A lot of stick work going on as Holmes still able to keep the puck in the zone.
Nice keep.
Power play's going to be over. Swing and a miss there. Right in the slot was Murphy. UNH still with it. Shoot off the leg pad of Duff. And now skating out is number 20, Ian Rapp, and he's going to get that puck down and chase it himself. Body check thrown, now picking it up along the near boards. Shot in.
You can hear everybody to our right kind of hold their breath for a second when that shot went.
And that is a very tired Ian Rapp skating to that Toledo bench. 2-1. As UNH had an incredible amount of time of that 2 minutes down in the Toledo zone, unable to capitalize. And the net has come off its moorings.
That one came across the crease, almost across the goal line even. That net came off. Sullivan got lucky there.
Along the near boards here working is Tefelsky. Out to the point, and they're going to drive it in from the point, off the mark. There was Geckler. And going to go all the way down on Duff, and he is going to be happy putting that large glove over top of it. Which means the face-off will be about 20 feet away. 10:38 in the second period. I'm Rasty McGibbon, Sean Bretherick. The Pool A championship, if you will. Toledo, UNH, 2-1 UNH. Trying to clear that puck was Procaccini. It's going to be offsides, but not going to go the distance. Stabbed in by Royer. It's going to go into the far corner. Picking it up is Rapp. Rapp with Estrel. Estrel going behind his net, trying to kick it in his skates. And there's a pile up behind the net there. Bodies flying, but coming out with it is Estrel. Estrel's going to go out to the center ice, but a little too much on it. Picked up by Mealy. And it's kept in by Reardon. Reardon with a centering pass off the skate of Rapp. Another nice centering attempt by UNH, but picked up there by Toledo. And they gain the neutral ice. Attempted to be stood up by Maffeo, but he came out on the short end of that physical encounter. Now Murphy skates in with it, and he's taken down in the slot. High flip out into center ice, and losing his stick there is Maffeo as he rolls around. as Toledo now in the zone and body checked hard. And there's going to be a penalty against number 46, Sprague.
And we're going to take that media timeout as they announce it. So 2-1 here at the media timeout.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by the Columbus Blue Jackets. For tickets and more, visit bluejackets.com. R-Bar, the official ACHA 2018 Nationals post-game hangout and best hockey bar in Columbus. And by the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. Columbus has no off-season.
Two unanswered goals in this second period by New Hampshire number 23, Alex Campbell, the hero thus far. If you're a Toledo fan, the opportunity to get the equalizer is now. One-man advantage for Toledo. Face-off won by Toledo, and they're going to go point to point. Felser on that far point, and he is stuck playing it down to Rapp. Now back to Felser at the point. They've not had a shot yet, and Felser fans on it. Having to skate back and get it is Procaccini. Procaccini to Felser. Felser tentative.
Nice pass.
Nice stretch pass up to Owens as they're able to get the zone, but picked up there is Mullen, and Mullen burns off valuable time, ending up as Holmes as he dumps it all the way down, and regrouping behind his net is Procaccini. Procaccini skating out, picked his pocket. Up to Rapp. Rapp gains the zone.
What a play made there by Toledo, but they just could not get it home. It went posting out.
Estrell backpedaling. He's got Felser, now Rapp. Rapp back to Estrell. Felser now picking it up. He gains the blue line as he tries to get the puck in deep, but he curls back to that point that he mans. Wrist shot in, and off the leg pad, having to make a sharp save with Sullivan. Felser at the point. Rapp on the far boards. Estrell through the slot to Rapp. Rapp tries to get it across to Felser at the center of the blue ice line. To Rapp. Back in. To Felser. Felser has Rapp calling for it on this side as Estrell. Rapp snaps wide of the net. Picked up there by Hughes as he tries to wrap it around, but picking it up is Rapp. Rapp's going to go across to Felser. This is 4 seconds left. Rapp in the near corner. Any time left for a chance. Back to the point. Pennell shot in, and it's off a leg. Wrapping it around hard is Reitner. Still at this point is Felser, and it's going to go down. In forechecking very hard there. Out of the box was Sprague. Now Rapp in centering pass, and a poke check out there. And it's going to go all the way for icing. The goaltender Sullivan looking sharp, coming out with that long poke check to get the puck out of harm's way. And Mealy in giving him a tap on those big leg pads.
A lot of fans were looking for a holding penalty on the near end here, and none was given. Face off to the right of Sullivan. Wow, and almost some chin music there on the goaltender Duff as he decked.
Breakaway coming in. Murphy Deke shoots and over the net. Played off the paddle down there of Duff. And skating out with it was Toledo, but Mealy drives it back in deep.
Took his body with him almost.
Marson is going to get it up. He winds and shoots off a stick and high into the netting.
Intensity has definitely picked up the last few minutes, Rusty.
Like to send a special hello to my wife and son watching. Amanda and Graham, my support system in times of troubled water. And troubled water here tonight for Toledo, who's on the short end of a 2-1 score. I'm not going to sing, don't worry. And that puck high off a stick up into the netting. 5:45, period 2. Score 2-1. 2 goals on 1 shift by the Magic Man, Alex Campbell. Face-off coming to the blocker side of Duff. Lambert at the point, and he's going to be content throwing it behind. Meant for Scansella, but he misses. Centered and scored! And the hard work of Holmes has finally paid off as he was able to beat Duff high glove, and it is 3-1.
Wow. Duff was very surprised about that one. He's still on a knee.
And Holmes has said to Campbell, somebody else on this team can score as well.
Yes, Holmes, a junior out of Norfolk. He's a guy that, he's more of the known goal scorer. Him and Scansarella and Reardon all tied for the team lead with 14 goals on the year in the regular season. So, he's a more noted goal scorer for this team.
And here's Campbell again with a dangerous shot in on the leg pad, and Campbell tries to one-time it through the slot, but his stick was lifted. Now coming through his wrap on the near wing, and he's going to go in, hauled down and into the goaltender. His wrap, and there is a pile up there.
Now, there's a reason why they don't have the nets all the way down in the moorings like they do in the upper leagues, and it's for reasons like that. The net comes off to give way and add a little forgiveness for plays like that. We're going to get a tripping penalty coming up here on
Reitner.
And Reitner will go for a trip. But sometimes there's penalties that are good to take. And that was one of them with the way that Rapp was coming in on goal.
Rapp looking a little slow, getting to his old bench, but getting there under his own power. Once again, that is Ian Rapp, the alternate captain. His brother Ryan.
What in the world? What? Matt Zopke is going into the box for something. Is he serving a bench minor?
The coach.
He's got to be serving a bench minor.
Felser is down at that door.
We're going to find out what's going on here in a second.
Now you see the referee over at the University of New Hampshire bench giving an explanation. Players are lingering around.
New Hampshire penalty on number 26, Daniel Wittenauer. 2 minutes for hooking. New Hampshire penalty on Rittenauer. 2 minutes for hooking. Toledo penalty on number 16, Matt Zepke, a 10-minute misconduct.
Oh.
Toledo penalty on Zepke, a 10-minute misconduct at 14:47.
10-minute misconduct for Zepke, so he's just in the box.
Shot in. Played there by Sullivan. Now back at the point. Felser likes to get on that far point, and that's where he's going to try to end up as he skates in and plays it back to Rapp. Rapp is back out now, trying to keep it in as Rapp.
His creme de la creme on the power play.
Procaccini here on this near point, and it's played down the near boards, and they are going to do a good job of clearing it, and that was Lambert. Toledo does not want to get too far behind to this University of New Hampshire team. This is a great opportunity for them to bring it within 1. Procaccini up as he dances through the defense. To Reardon. Now back to Felser. Felser playing it to Rapp. Shot in, scores! Number 24, Procaccini, finished up on that broken shot by Rapp from the far boards, and it is 3-2.
Procaccini, the sophomore out of Oregon, Ohio. He's only scored 3 goals, but one has scored 1 on the power play during the regular season. So Procaccini, not unfamiliar with goal scoring, but just as unfamiliar with goal scoring as Campbell has. He scored 3 all season long, too. I didn't realize how large Ryan Rapp was until I saw him stand next to the referee. My goodness.
If you're a Toledo fan, that goal really coming at an opportune time with the man advantage. Face-off taken. Right now we're back out. Rittner, pardon me. Reitner with the puck and picked off there by Antonelli. Antonelli, he's working in with Pisanti. And Sullivan is going to go down and cover that puck up on his glove side on the skirting of the net.
42.
Picking it up is Rapp. Bodies being thrown in front of us. Down there is Pisanti, and he is grabbing that left knee. And they are finally going to call it. Pisanti writhing in pain. And still holding that knee. No medical personnel has come out onto the ice yet. Pisanti still down. And still no medical personnel. Now finally, Pisanti up on his knees, on all fours with his bare hands. Bob Felser, probably one of the more vocal coaches that we have seen at the extreme end of his bench. Giving his input to the penalty evaluation that will be forthcoming against Danny Mullins from UNH.
Number 4, Danny Mullins. 2 minutes for tripping. New Hampshire penalty on Mullins. 2 minutes for tripping at 16-16.
Scansarella there getting a full explanation. Felser still down by the player door. And it's going to be 5-on-4 in favor of Toledo. If you remember just minutes ago, Toledo scoring, bringing this within 1 as they were down 3-1. Toledo scoring first, making it a 1-0, and then 3 unanswered goals. And Toledo again scoring on that extra man opportunity. Felser on the far boards as he worked and is tied up. Now picking it up is Rapp. Rapp back to the point. He's going to work to Procaccini in front and hammered around. At the point there is Kobach. Kobach to Felser. Shot in off Sullivan in the slot. Loose puck. And Procaccini back to Felser. Felser with Kobach. Back to Felser. Over to Rapp. Kobach. Shot in off the patch and scores! Felser has tied this one up for Toledo once again on the extra man advantage.
Power plays. Dangerous.
And it only took 49 seconds. And we await the return of Pisante as he went off with help, favoring his right knee. Face-off coming. Holmes, Hughes, picking it up as Holmes as he snaps it in. Tied up in the skates, now back to the point and missing it. It is going to go all the way down and out to play it as Sullivan. In forechecking very quickly onto the stick of Hughes, who's going to try to shoot it in, but Scansarella there as he plays it out over the blue line. Throwing it back down is Hughes. Scansarella to Holmes. Holmes dances through the neutral ice area, gains the blue line.
Wow.
But they are going to call him offsides. And Holmes looks incensed. Holmes wearing a white and black sweater, but you need the one with white and black stripes to make that call. D to D. Wrap to wrap. In across the blue line. Wrap. And ridden off the puck on this far near side is Sprague. Sprague with Murphy, and there's going to be a whole puck dancing around. He's going to get to Lambert. Lambert's going to snap it in, and a bouncing puck. Working there is Duff. It's going to go all the way down. Icing's been called off. In working hard behind the UNH goal is Felser. Felser with Pisante. Scores! And now it's 3 unanswered goals for Toledo. You've got yourself a 4-3 game.
It always seems to come crashing down on Brendan Sullivan. I just can never understand what happens.
Well, I can tell you that 2 trips to the penalty box have paid off with 2 Toledo goals. And at one point in this period, Toledo was down 3-1. And now they're up 4-3. Facing off is Antonelli. Kobach throwing it down into the glove of Sullivan. And he is going to cover up with 1:34 left to go in the second period.
At 18-19.
Kobach shoots. Played awkwardly off the blocker of Sullivan. And on the far side, picking it up. And the amateur off-ice officials are verbalizing their frustration. And they are going to get the call they want, as you're going to have an obstruction interference called on Toledo with $1:10 left to go in the second period. It's going to be called against Antonelli. So with that 1:10 left, face-off is going to come in the zone to the glove side of the goaltender Duff. He has had to be sharp tonight, as well as Sullivan. And Sullivan may wish he had that last one back, but 2 have come with the extra man advantage. Scansarella. And they're going to play it, played hard along the boards, and it is going to squeak all the way down. Sullivan giving him the sign to take your time. Forechecking hard is Rapp. Rapp now skates. Rapp with Holmes. Holmes works it out and stabbed into his own zone by Rapp. Thrown all the way down onto the stick of Hughes. Hughes works, skating hard into his corners to Tefelsky. Tefelsky is going to reverse the puck and picking it up in the near corners, Holmes. Holmes in. Hughes. And Duff not knowing exactly where that one is, probably under one of those large leg pads. And he is down on one knee. Actually, the puck was in his large catching glove. 27.8 in this period. 1:18 left to go in the man advantage to University of New Hampshire. Face-off coming. One back by Toledo as they are trying to pitchfork it out. Picked up there by Scansarella. Scansarella to Lambert, point to point. Now back to Scansarella. He's going to load it up and wrist shot in, but tied up in the high slot. Lambert reversing the puck behind to Murphy. Now into the slot. Estrel is there on his knees. He tries to get it out, but unable to. Now Murphy. He's circling. He's got Scansarella. Point to Lambert. Lambert winds it up. And the horn goes.
They score after the second period of play.
The goaltender Duff still down on his knees. And goal scoring galore. The Magic Man, Alex Campbell, scoring 2 on the same shift within about 30 seconds of each other. UNH going up 3-1, and then 3 unanswered goals by Toledo. 2 with the man advantage, and 1 at even strength. And with that, we send it down to Sean Bretherick.
All right, with head coach of UNH, Steve McIsaac, going into this third period, down by 1 with the 50 seconds left in that power play. What's going to be the message just going into this third period with that power play intact when you start it?
Just take a deep breath. Again, pucks. We got to get pucks to the net and just relax. We got going. We scored 3 goals real quick. We know we can do it. We just got to settle down and play our game.
I've known you for a little while as a coach. The third period has been a specialty for you as far as I know is concerned. But right now in this tournament, hasn't been the best for you. What is the adjustment that you need to make to just get them to do a nice complete 20 minutes for that third period?
Well, this is the first time in the tournament we've been down, or second time, the first game that we've been down, so it really hasn't been an issue. So now we've got to put our backs against the wall, and we'll just get our feet going and play our game and get back to the basics. Chipping pucks deep, using our wheels to get in and cycle off the wall, and we'll get shots. We can beat the kid from everywhere. We just got to get there.
All right, Coach Steve McIsaac, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Rasty, back up to you.
Thank you for that, Sean Bretherick. And UNH saying they just got to get those feet moving and pucks in deep. And with about 14 minutes in this intermission, we will take a break. Back for a guaranteed exciting third period. I'm Rasty McGibbon for Sean Bretherick. We will pick you up for the start of the third period. Right now, Toledo up 4-3, and they're going to be down on a 50-second penalty kill at the start of the third period. Rusty McGibbon, Sean Bretherick. In 15 seconds, we start the last period of the Group A championship. University of New Hampshire and University of Toledo. The score is 4-3. New Hampshire with a 50-second extra man opportunity in hockey known as the power play to start this third period. And their coach, Stephen McIsaac, saying they need to get back to the basics and get pucks deep.
Oh, they just got one there.
And we will see if that translates into goals. Mullins works behind, and once again Holmes, Scansarella, Hughes at the point, blast off the legs of Felser, into the slot area, shot, and off a blocker of Duff into the near corner. Holmes shooting and redirected right in front by Geckler. Back to the point, Hughes. Hughes spins as he's being pressed by Felser. And it's going to go out. Regrouping is Hughes with time. They're trying to catch him on a bad change.
Oh, wow.
And stretching it out there, trying to get it with Sprague.
That's icing.
And they are going to call icing.
Yeah.
And that should do, as there shows 1 second of the man advantage. Waiting to come out is Antonelli. Face-off ultimately won by New Hampshire. It is going to go again all the way down for icing. Skating back is Tefelsky. And he is probably okay with that icing. 5 aside. 19:04. The score is 3-4. UNH with 3. Toledo with 4. Winner take all. Should they tie, New Hampshire would advance. Face-off in the UNH zone, waiting. And they are going to do that one again. And being thrown out of the face-off circle is Carbone. Reitner going to the bench. And also to the bench is Royer. Shot with a tip, but not on goal. Skating out is Carbone along the far side, but picked up by Toledo and right in on goal. Sullivan having to be sharp.
What's this?
Looks like it's going to be an intentional offsides. Going all the way down now. To the zone that Duff calls home. The Toledo defensive zone. Carbone. Antonelli. Snapshot there. And squirting all the way around to these near boards. Now behind his net is Procaccini. Farrow is going to fire it back down into the far corner. Procaccini in working with Antonelli and Pennell.
Oof.
Bodies flying.
Yeah, Antonelli flew into his own post on the far end there. That didn't look good.
And because they're saying that Toledo knocked off their own goal, they are not allowing Toledo to change. No one from UNH interested in coming on, and so they are going to maintain the 5 that they have out there for each team. Face-off one, and flipped out, and shot all the way into that far corner. Working hard there is Owens. He's able to get it out. And another whistle coming.
What in the?
Going to be a high stick called.
Played with a high stick.
Played with a high stick. Okay, very good.
Or is it a high stick?
No,
It
it's
is.
high stick. And going off is the magic man, Alex Campbell.
Why do you keep calling on the Magic, man?
2 and 30 seconds is magic, my friend.
10-4.
Especially when you score 3 over the whole year and then you come here and pump 2.
10-4.
2 minutes for high sticking.
It won't stick. I mean, don't worry.
Okay.
And his mom told him don't get any tattoos, so, I mean, he's fine.
Oh. Okay.
Felser at the point, playing it down. Felser again at this near point, playing it down. He has Rapp along the side. He's also working with Owens to Rapp into the slot. Rapp at the point. He works across to Felser. Played in deep and taking no chances is Sullivan. Sullivan taking a breather and now skating out to the border of blue and white ice. Face-off coming, won by Rapp. Rapp back to Kobach. Shot in. Sullivan in good position. Picking it up as Owens. Owens to Kobach. Kobach to Felser. Felser down to Rapp. Rapp to Kobach. Kobach snap, shoots!
Nice.
Into the leg pads of Sullivan. 1 minute exactly left in this extra man opportunity to Toledo. And they are going to leave their unit out there. Felser, Rapp, Kobach, Procaccini, and Owens. In to take the face-off is Rapp. He's got Felser and Kobach at the points. He's going to try to draw it back. And that was won by UNH and played all the way down, bouncing off the far wall.
Whoa. Duffy.
Skating out is Rapp. Rapp has the center ice. He's skating for the blue line. He has it. Dancing in his Rapp, and he's going to reverse it all the way down behind his Kobach. Kobach has Felser along this near boards. Felser and Kobach working together in tandem. They get some support there from Owens. Felser unable to hang on, and it's going to get shot all the way down by Reitner. In that far corner there is Procaccini. This number 1 power play unit getting a lot of time on the ice. Now to Rapp. Rapp on the far side. He's got some speed on the off wing. Shot off the shoulder of Sullivan. Now shot into Owens and finally cleared off of the side wall of the penalty box and back onto the ice. And 7 seconds left in this man advantage. Once again, face-off will come inside the UNH zone. A lot of time being spent in the UNH zone because Toledo had the man advantage. Bodies ties up there, but working behind his goal, skating out is Maffeo. Maffeo reverses. He gets the puck to Mealy. Mealy is going to send it down. Icing will be the call. 15:59 left to go in this third period. Toledo 4, UNH 3. The winner of this game goes to an invitation-only event tomorrow called the Division II National Semifinals. Heavy pressure being applied there behind the goal line by Toledo. Now skating out is Murphy. Murphy has center ice. But regrouping is Hughes as he picks it off. Skating down hard is Marson. Marson putting pressure on Mealy in the corner. 2 bodies down. Estrel is there. Now reversed around and coming out is Sprague. Sprague is working with Reardon. Shot in.
Oh, wow.
Marson is going to go. Wait for help. And it's tied up into the feet of Estrel. Estrel has a smart play as he plays it down.
Oh, late arm up in the back here.
And Estrel is hit very hard in the back, right in front of the UNH door, and he's a little slow to get up. Going off will be Lambert. And the question is, will it be 2 or 5?
Lambert's going to be the guilty party.
Referees over conferencing just outside. I think it's going to be 2 for boarding. If you're a UNH fan,
Yep.
you dodged a bit of a bullet there. The part of the bullet you did not dodge is that you have just given another opportunity to Toledo that is notched 2 on special teams tonight. They are hot. Kobach working along the far boards. Procaccini missing that one. He's looking for Felser. Felser now Rapp. And they're trying to gain the zone. Rapp is going to fire it around hard. On that far side, he has Owens. Owens is tied up with Reitner. Some support from Kobach. Stabbing it in deep once again is Procaccini. Owens, Procaccini. Now to Felser. Felser into the slot area looking for a shot.
Nice block.
And off the leg, scooting out and picking it up is Procaccini. Procaccini to Felser. They're going to gain the center ice line, and skating up is Felser. He is getting stick checked. And he's going to be happy out at that near point that he loves. Shoots!
That's off.
Off the leg of Sullivan.
That's off.
Elijah Owens pleading his case behind the net, and the referee is saying, I was there, I saw it. And was it you I told last night? What is the best response for a referee?
I seen it.
I'm aware.
I'm aware.
Say that 3 times slow. Still pleading his case there. Behind the net is Owens.
Not going to get too far with that one.
No, they're not. This number 1 unit for Toledo stays out. Owens, Rapp, Kobach, Felser, and now Estrel replaces the other point man. Procaccini off resting. With another 1:10 left to go in this man advantage. Kobach working there with Felser. He loads one up. Felser through traffic. Off the leg pad. Squeaking it into the point is Kobach. Kobach to Felser. Felser dumping it in deep. Now into Rapp. Rapp skates in. Into the glove of Sullivan. Flashing the leather on this near side post.
Great glove save there by Sullivan. You know, it's those kind of glove saves that can build your confidence up a little bit.
Hard angle shot by Rapp, but he skated in from the near corner and let one go as the active penalty kill of UNH, putting a lot of pressure on these point man, Felser and Kobach, when the puck is on their stick. Face off, won by Rapp. Now Felser. Felser to Rapp. Rapp to Felser. Now back to Rapp. Rapp on the near hash marks, and he goes across to Kobach. Kobach snaps it in. Leg pad save. Now out to Rapp. Carbone playing it, and it's going to squeak out and down. There is Felser. Felser's going to regroup. Estrel in across, and 4 men.
Uh-oh.
Now picking it up is Estrel. He dives it down, and there's going to be another penalty.
And there might be another one. There might be an additional one because the puck was just shot off of the end boards and all the way down. We might get an additional unsportsmanlike call here. Let's see.
Referee calling for a line for any line changes that head coach Bob Felser would like to make. And no surprise, coming out is Procaccini. Kobach, Rapp, Owens, Felser, Procaccini. Names that you have heard often. You're going to have a 5-on-3 for 21 seconds.
At 6:36.
Holmes in against Rapp. Felser skating. He has Rapp. Rapp to Felser. One-timer by Rapp off the leg pad of Sullivan. And now to Kovac. Kovac back to Rapp at the center ice. Shot in. Shoots and scores! Rebound coming to Procaccini, and he has made this 5-3. And because it happened with 2 seconds left, they're going to have an additional 141 with the man advantage. Four unanswered goals by Toledo. 3 with the man advantage.
The Toledo power play goal is second in the game, scored by number 20, Ian Rapp.
Coming out with a head of speed is Antonelli. Antonelli gains the blue line. He is knocked off the puck. And into the corner, getting it is Maffeo. He tries to drive it down. Estrel, leg pad saved by Sullivan. Out to the point. Not able to keep it in there is Pinnell. And he backtracks with Estrel. Estrel up into the center ice area. He has Marson. Marson ridden off the puck here at the hash marks. And picking it up behind the net is Lambert. Lambert tries to play it up. And knocked out of midair by Murphy.
Twice. 2 players had him knocked out of midair.
It's almost as impressive as that Tiger Woods commercial.
That's a volley.
Skating in is Hughes. Hughes with a head of steam. He drops it. And shot in. Fought off there by Sullivan. Now behind the net with it is Marson. He's going to play it up the near boards, and skating out is UNH. UNH with a head of steam is Farrow. Farrow crosses the blue line. He dangles in.
Good simple defense right there by the Rockets.
And it's a 1-on-2. Marson coming in as he dangles through and tries to get around Sullivan. No one there. Rapp coming in and with a cannon high over the net. At this point is Procaccini. Procaccini with Rapp. Rapp with a booming shot off the leg of number 19 Farrow for New Hampshire as he struggles to get to the bench. Skating back is Rapp. Rapp stretches that puck all the way down to Pisante.
Whoa.
And in on Duff. Reitner with a shot into the breadbasket of Duff, 11:08.
I'm pretty sure Reitner wanted to fly with that puck when he shot it. The way that he went with that puck. Did you? He put his whole body into that one. Literally. Don't think that helps, though, if you go flying like that, I don't believe.
5-3, Toledo. Looking to counter is New Hampshire.
Yeah, they need a goal in a worse way here.
They're working behind and skating out into the slot there was Mullen. Throwing it down is Felser. Felser, he has Rapp. Felser to Rapp through the slot. Now working in deeper is Pisante. Rapp working on the far boards. Pisante, he has Rapp. Shoots right into the breadbasket there of Sullivan. And we're going to get a stoppage of play at 10:32. 4 blue bodies coming over the boards. Staying on is Kovac. Antonelli giving orders as he goes in to take the face-off, which is one. Now back to Geckler. Geckler tries to keep it in. Backhanded in there by Pisante, and he falls on top of Murphy. Reardon over to Sprague. Into the corner, bodies collide. Sprague is there. Shooting it out is Kovac, but it goes into the netting.
Both teams are pointing one way. Oh, hit them, hit this guy, hit him, hit him. Well, which one is it?
And we will see. It's going to come outside the zone. Antonelli, Murphy, won by Antonelli. Missing the puck is Kovac. He's going to play it all the way up the near boards, and it's going to go down and out. There was contact, not going to be icing. Skating back there is Maffeo. Maffeo reverses. to his partner, Mealy. Mealy skates up. He gets the blue line, knocked in to Reardon, but played onto a Toledo stick, and they shoot it down. Sprague to Murphy. Murphy with a head of steam, dances through on the back of his stick, and picked off was Murphy, and now skating back with it is Pisanti. Tied up right in front of us along the near boards, and Pisanti dumps it down to that far corner and skates for a change. 3 bodies over the boards. Carbone into the near corner. He's working there with the magic man, Alex Campbell, who has 2 goals in this contest. Shoots and scores!
Oh, what a play. What a pass. Unbelievable.
Campbell to Royer, and it is 5-4.
He really is the magic man. What a pass.
And I would anticipate we will get a media timeout right now. If you're joining us late, this is the Pool A Championship. Toledo, New Hampshire, 5-4 Toledo, 9:09 left to go. Face-off coming at center ice. A name that's familiar, Rapp. Another name that's familiar, Carbone. Carbone winning this one. Skating out is Reitner. Reitner has the goal scorer, Royer, as well as the Campbell line out. Royer, Campbell, Carbone. Carbone in again for the draw. Face-off in the zone. Won by Toledo. And played out over the center ice line. Dipping it back in there. Farrow. Skating through is Reitner. Reitner has the blue line. Toe dragging and missing. Trying to work it behind the back is Royer. And it's going to go out and down off one of the Toledo sticks. And all the way down, D to D. And he's under pressure, and it's going to come in on Duff, and he decides to cover. And five Toledo players coming over. In for the face-off is Holmes. Holmes against Antonelli. One to the side and played out and down. It's going to trickle and not going to make it for icing. Skating in hard there is Pisanti. But coming out with it, Mullen on the near board. Penalty coming against Toledo. Long shot into the breadbasket of Duff. And there's going to be a cross-check there that was received on Holmes, and going off is Toledo. It appears it's going to be Kobach. I'm not sure. 2 minutes for cross-checking to Kobach. And that penalty is because of good effort by Holmes in his offensive zone.
2 minutes for cross-checking. The
bigger of the Rapp brothers, Ryan, blows that one the length of the ice. Unfortunately, it goes into some netting, and they will bring it all the way back. Reardon in to face off against Ian Rapp. Skating out with his Felser. Felser's got a head of steam. He is in. He has Rapp. Shoots. And a chest saved by Sullivan on the shorthanded opportunity. Rapp chasing from behind the net. Skating out is Murphy. Murphy with a head of steam. He has the blue line. And he is going to go wide and wait for support. Murphy now in behind. Picked up by Rapp. And Rapp is going to stretch it all the way down. It is Felser. Felser with pressure, but out to play it is Sullivan. Now back to Rapp. He has time, and he is going to snap it all the way down, taking it off the chest right on the face-off dot at center ice is Carbone. Royer, the goal scorer, up. Snapshot off a stick into the netting behind the goaltender Duff, and we will face it off with fresh skaters. 1:05 left to go in this power play.
That was off of Geckler.
5-4 if you're joining us late. Pool A championship. The winner with a handwritten invitation from Jay Peacock to see you tomorrow at the quarterfinals. Semifinals, pardon me. Sent all the way down by Toledo. 57 seconds left, and there in the penalty to Kovac. In forechecking hard there is Hughes. Skating up the far side is Holmes. Holmes in. He's with Sprague. Tied up along the boards is Mullen. Mullen dangles out. Snapshot in. Oh. And Hughes is there. Hughes faking a shot and going point to point. Scansarella there. He shoots. Estrel. Back to Hughes. 18 seconds left. Hughes working, shooting. And deflected wide. Mullen there working behind the goal line. He skates out. And picked up by Estrel. And they're going to do their best to get it out,
what
but
a
it stays
keep.
in.
And a great block on the other end, too.
5-on-5. Shot. Duff. Down. And the goalie is going to whistle that he lost sight of it. From our high vantage point, we could still see it there on that blue ice, but whistled down. Scansarella over at the official pleading his case. The ruling is if the official loses sight, the whistle is blown.
I think it's got to be they have like they have to like look around for like about 3 seconds before blowing the whistle.
Number 6, Shane Hughes. 2 minutes for slashing.
So Toledo's going back to the box though.
For slashing at 14:02.
Felser, he will throw it down gently. Precious time ticking away for this Wildcat team. And it's going to go out, picked up by Rapp. Rapp is going to play it all the way back to his brother. And they're going to snap it all the way down. They've burned 20 seconds off this one so far. Forechecking again is Rapp. Rapp and Felser. It comes across now to Reardon as he gains his own. Falling at the blue line, there was Carbone. Carbone in supporting Royer. Lambert, deflection in front by Reardon. Rapp fires that one all the way out down, and that is Felser. It's going to go in on Felser. Played off the stick of Felser and out over that short glass on the far side. Sullivan really looked pressured as he snapped that one, and it happened to go off the shaft of Felser. Out of play. 1:12 in the man advantage to New Hampshire. One forward by Antonelli. On this near side is Sprague. Swung around there is Kovac. Playing hard at the boards, kicking at it. And picked up. Hauled down was Holmes. No call. Hughes at the point. He has Scansarella. Scansarella and Hughes working the points. Hughes shot. Sprague trying to deflect. He's there with Mullen. Puck support on this near board by Mullen, and it's going to be poked out and down. Now skating down is Antonelli. He's got a head of steam. Shoots Antonelli off the leg pad and into the far corner, but precious seconds ticking away. Scansarella skating up. He's got the blue line and the zone. Being pressured along that far wall into the corner. Picking it up there is Hughes. Hughes skating down. Jam play.
10 seconds left in the power play here.
And there is Murphy. And they are going to clear it out and down, which should wear out this power play. As three very tired skaters go to the board, and over the board comes Rapp. Felser. Now in is Mullen. Mullen to Holmes.
Oh.
Loads up a wrist shot that's wide. Murphy. Carbone. Calling for it at the point. Shot by Reitner. Too many men at 16:21. Your thoughts, Sean Broderick?
Tough time at this point in this game to have that happen. And there's a lot of emotion going through, and unfortunately a mental mistake there from the Wildcats of UNH. Murphy's going to serve it, the captain. Wow. 2 minutes and as a senior, he's going to spend 2 minutes of the last 3:40 of what could potentially be his final game in the box. That's interesting.
Rapp, Owens, Felser, Kobach. Trying to work the puck back to the point. There is Rapp along the far boards. Rapp is going to go back to Procaccini. Snapped in. Good positioning there by Sullivan, and he makes that look easy. And I would anticipate you are going to see this five-man unit for Toledo out for the majority of this man advantage. Lambert, Royer, Hughes, Carbone. One cleanly by Toledo. Back to Procaccini. Procaccini to Kobach. Snapped in by Kobach. Over to Procaccini. And it's going to be picked up. Coming back is Royer. Royer burning off precious time, but trying to get a scoring opportunity. Royer goes around the world. Back to Hughes. Hughes at the point. And they're finally going to dump it in. Picking it up behind the net is Procaccini. And applying pressures, Carbone. Procaccini waiting. Felser skating through. Carbone once again. Now coming out is Rapp. Rapp goes over to Felser. Felser picks it up, skates through. Hit very hard in the slot as Felser and knocked off the puck.
Wow.
Sent all the way down once again is Procaccini. 58 seconds. Skating in very hard there is Holmes as he bumps. Now with it is Pinnell. Pinnell with a head of steam into the slot. Pinnell, and it dribbles in on the leg pad of Sullivan, and he is forced to cover up. 43 seconds in the man advantage.
Yeah, Lambert had a heck of a hit, but I think he might have gotten a piece of it himself there. Yep. He's not happy.
2:22 left to go. 5-4. Toledo over the University of New Hampshire Wildcats. In for the face-off, Antonelli. He will face off against Holmes. Won by Antonelli. Played along the near boards. Marson. It's going to go all the way out. Backpedaling there is Pinnell. He's going to stab it all the way down, Antonelli, and that's going to go for icing.
Well, look to our right or left for Brandon Sullivan. Is he going to come to the bench? Might be a timeout here for UNH, perhaps.
Reitner, Carbone, Reardon, Mealy. Won by Toledo. Behind their net. Pressured hard. Mealy, he's able to keep it in at the point. 18 seconds left. With Toledo with the man advantage behind the corner there, Antonelli. He's trying to get it out. And they score! University of New Hampshire has tied it. Short-handed at 1:46.
Weirded.
Four unanswered goals, and with a minute 46, the answer comes. And it looked like desperate times as New Hampshire took a too many men on the ice penalty. In for the face-off is Holmes. Kobach. This line of Rapp, Kobach, Felser, down to Rapp. Rapp up to Felser. Felser skating in. Shot in on the glove of Sullivan. And that is going to make it 5-on-5 as that minor penalty has expired.
The senior from Massachusetts, Jake Reardon, was not ready to go home yet.
In to take the face-off, Holmes, Rapp. At the point, Kobach. He has Felser to his left. Into Felser. Quick shot off the leg pad of Sullivan and wrapped around at this point is Kobach. He's going to shoot it back in. Picking up there's Reitner. Reitner trying to skate it out, and he does. Kobach in the far side. He's going to play it down. It appears it's going to go for icing.
Oh boy.
With that tying goal, the scenario is changed. University of New Hampshire.
All they have to do is...
They are in a position right now to advance should the score not change.
That's through an overtime period, too.
Correct. Kobach to Geckler. Picked off there by Carbone. And in on Duff. Duff quickly sheds that puck out to his glove side. 56 seconds. Face-off will come to the glove side of Duff. A minor penalty could be fatal at this point in time. Rapp, Carbone. Skating out with it is Procaccini. He goes side to side. Over on that side there is Owens. Shot in from Rapp. Number 10, Ryan Rapp. Making that save is Sullivan. Face-off will now come to the blocker side of Sullivan. Owens. Felser. The Rapp brothers. Procaccini in is Holmes. Won by Holmes. Hughes behind the net to Lambert. In putting pressure on is Rapp. Rapp's going to come back. Shot. Too high. Felser, far side. He plays it deep. Picked up and skating out with it is Holmes. Holmes has Mullen off the skate of Mullen and down in the zone. 22 seconds. Oh. Lambert, and he allows that to squeak out. Rapp coming, Rapp with Felser. Here comes Rapp.
Offside.
Is the call.
I don't know.
8.6, 5-5. University of New Hampshire, Toledo. Rapp and Holmes once again. 8.6 seconds. Nobody has been thrown out. Giving instructions to linesman. And one there by Holmes. Taking it in is Rapp. 3, 2, 1.
Your score after regulation. The University of New Hampshire Wildcats 5.
Your shots, Sean Brederick.
Roughnecks 5.
Well, UNH, in its history, at least with the last 5 years or so, has figured out ways to make their periods count. Well, they made this one count. Probably not the way they expected to. Tying the game, now they have to try to either win it or just maintain and hold the fort down for another 15 minutes. They get an ice cut, and then they'll have a 15-minute overtime period. And we'll find out, I would assume, fairly early on in that, who will be advancing. We'll take that timeout. Ice cut coming, overtime in a minute.
Rusty McGibbon, Sean Bretherick. Getting ready to start overtime. 5-5, the Pool A championship. Sean, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
You're not going to put me on the spot.
Give me a pick who you think's going to score from each team. And I'll go first.
Devin Sprague. His brother did it once before.
From Toledo, I'm going to pick number 20, Ian Rapp. From New Hampshire, I'm going to pick number 36, Patrick Holmes. The magnitude of every pass, every face-off comes down to 10 minutes. And for Toledo, they have to look at they are losing until they score, because that is the position. Shot by Reardon. Reardon keeps it alive, down behind. There is Kobach. Kobach plays it to Marson. Marson up to Felser. Felser to Kobach. Skating up is Kobach as he sends it all the way down. Regrouping there is Hughes. And up the far side comes Carbone. Carbone with Reardon.
Oh.
Lively shot off the leg pad there of Duff. Wrap along the boards. He has Kobach out there with him. Out to center ice and dumped back in by Hughes. Wrap skating out. Stretched it in all the way down into the netting.
That should stay in the neutral zone. That faceoff will be at center ice. It should be. That's exactly where they're going to put it, so.
56 seconds expired. This is a 10-minute overtime. Should there be no score in this overtime, the game will be declared a tie. Based on the tie-breaking parameters, the championship of Pool A would go to University of New Hampshire. Face-off won by Holmes. Reitner. Now out to Estel. Long rising shot by Estel over the head of Sullivan and up into the netting.
No tip. That should come out of the zone.
They are going to say it was tipped.
Wow, that
Antonelli,
I don't know.
Estel, Owens, Procaccini, and Rapp. In facing off is Holmes. It is one back to Reitner. Scansarella into center ice. Now here comes Mullen. Mullen with Scansarella. He loads one up, but off the stick. Now skating down is Antonelli. Antonelli dragged down. Scansarella in across the blue line as he fans on a shot off the side of the netting, almost into the skirt, and covering up his Duff.
What was that?
Estel tied up with Scansarella. Scansarella going down. Scansarella talking to the official. Face-off is going to come inside the Toledo zone. 8:30 left. A minute and 30 has expired. Facing off is Royer against Rapp. Won by Rapp. Behind his coming out now is Rapp. Rapp gains the blue line. In is Rapp. Shot by Rapp. Down is Sullivan. Now skating out is the Magic Man Campbell. On the far side, he is Carbone. Shot off the shaft of the goal stick.
That was Sprague.
Sprague across to Campbell. Now into the slot. Shot. And down on it. Felser shoots and scores.
Campbell.
Campbell, the Magic Man, has won it for UNH. And it took 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Broken sticks everywhere on the Toledo bench. The goaltender, Duff, still down there. And an incredible celebration has broken out. 4 unanswered goals. by Toledo before that 5th goal by UNH, sending it to overtime, and it took 2 minutes and 4 seconds before Campbell said enough is enough. And lined up at center ice is Toledo, shaking hands. What a game. And clapping from the Toledo fans to my right. Duff skating through. Shaking hands is now Duff getting in line. Our Sean Bretherick making his way to center ice. Final score 6-5, University of New Hampshire. And you could not have picked two evenly matched teams. And it came down to the 3 and 4, with the victory going to the number 3 out of the Northeast, University of New Hampshire Wildcats. The celebration continues off the ice down in that far corner. Coming out, Sean Bretherick. I think he has the Magic Man himself. Take it away, Sean Bretherick.
The man that Rusty McGibbon calls the Magic Man, apparently. It's Alex Campbell down here. So, the overtime period begins. What was the mindset going into it?
The whole game, we were just ready to go. We were buzzing. You know, we weren't going to stop. We had no quit in us. Team played great. Stood in front of Sully. He kept us going when we needed him. I don't know. I'm sorry. Still so excited.
I understand.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a great team effort. That's about it. I don't know.
You're not the first, and you won't be the last, so I promise you on this one. So just, on your stat sheet, you only scored 3 all season long in the regular season, and now you pull 3 in this one game. Do you have any idea where that possibly could have come from?
I don't know. Our line each has been playing great. We've been watching a bunch of movies in the hotel room. You know, just getting it going. It's a great day to have a day.
Sounds pretty good to me. All right, Alex, take me through the goal, the game winner.
I honestly can't remember. I kind of blacked out a little bit. But there was a little scrum in front. I got the puck up, went around, thought about bringing it across, but the D was covering him, so took a shot, got a short side, and it worked.
UNH going back to the semifinals again. Mr. Campbell, thank you very much for your time, sir.
So much. Thank you.
All right, Rasty, back up to you.
Sean Bretherick there with the Magic Man, and what an exciting game. I would anticipate that man is not going to get any sleep tonight, as he has a hat trick and sending his team to the national semifinal. So 6-5, and the 4th and final slot on the dance card has been punched by University of New Hampshire in a 2-minute and 4-second overtime that saw New Hampshire score on the goaltender Duff to conclude this Pool A matchup. We will hopefully have you joining us tomorrow as the semifinals from downtown Columbus. I'm Rasty McGibbon for Sean Bretherick, saying good night, God bless, and keep your stick on the ice.
Oh, watch out. I'm seeing through right in front of you, but sorry. There you go. It's all good. My bad.
Starting